Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fine episode of Wise Man Time. I'm here joined by my co-host, Zach Van Gestel.
Hi.
Patrick Sermon, and the very special guest, Mr. Devin Immke.
Yes, indeed.
What's up, y'all? We're back at it again. Thank you for joining us once again. Another week on the books for Devin Immke.
Oh yeah, keep it on the
Big week
books.
for you. You're well, last week you were on Wise Man Time, and this week you're on Wise Man Time.
Back on Wise Man Time.
Congratulations.
And he's got a degree now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Congratulations for that. Hey, let me get you another. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now
Thank
he's
you
our
very much.
master.
I'm
Isn't
the
it kind of
master.
racist to be a master?
Master of environmental science.
Master
Master of science, I'm pulling the strings, cleaning the earth,
and other things.
yeah.
So I was feeling pretty charitable today. I went to Taco Bell. They asked if I wanted to round up to the nearest dollar for, I don't fucking know, deaf kids or some shit. And I did. 35 cents went to help deaf kids.
Well, you're such a charitable person.
I
All right,
am.
back to Devin Immke.
Well, at least they'll never hear about it.
Hey, I was feeling very charitable. I'm sitting in a chair
near a table.
near a table.
Oh,
Chair table.
table.
Yeah. JP, that deserves a high five. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. We haven't done that in a while.
For the listeners, they just high-fived.
we kissed.
I'm feeling chair table.
That's what we call high fives, kissing. Passionate.
Devin just tried to remake her pun. That was pretty lame of you to do.
Well, it was okay.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was all right.
it was less than okay.
It was okay.
You said it was okay. It was all right. Which one is it? Huh? Sorry,
Yeah.
I've been keeping up on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, so I'm very litigious whenever I speak to people now.
You just answer questions like
You
Johnny
sound just
Depp
like
does.
Amber.
How about did you see that clip where they asked the guy, where he's like, "Have you ever heard of Willy Wonka?" And then he's just like,
No.
and he's like, "Do I have to answer that question?" She's like, "You have to answer questions, yes." And he's like one of Amber Heard's like expert witnesses. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen a human being do.
Why
he's
did
just
he-
like gnawing on the air.
Why did he do that? Because he has heard of it, or he has not heard of it?
He claims not to have heard of Willy Wonka.
Wow, there's no way.
Why is that question being brought to trial? Because she's like, he likes chocolate. I thought I could fucking give him something.
He was trying to say that, like, I don't know, he's like a psychologist or something. He was trying to say that, like, that Johnny Depp through the whole
Went
trial
mentally
was
insane.
through the whole trial was like acting. He's like, I watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and it seems like he's acting. It's like,
Well, I mean, they're both actors, so like,
Yeah.
what the same could be said for her, though.
yeah. Amber Heard's like obviously like faking fucking crocodile tears and snorting coke on the stage. So
She's not snorting coke, dude. I've snorted coke before with her, and that's not how she does it.
I think he was acting too. I think he was in the role of Jack Sparrow.
yeah.
He was like, Your Honor, this has been really bad for me, and I'm supposed to be on a ship right now looking for gold.
Yeah.
You're actually talking way too fast to be Johnny Depp.
So,
You will always remember this as the day that you almost defamed Johnny Depp.
Captain, wait, Johnny Depp.
Well, they're
You-
doing lie detector tests. They're like, Johnny, just so we have like a base, what's the letter after Q? And he's like, R.
How do you stop
like
the
pirate
podcast? Is there a button for that?
What's encore but like one less?
What?
I said, what's encore but like one less?
I don't know. I thought you had something for
No,
that.
okay.
I don't understand.
Stifle my energy.
I
It's
don't
okay.
understand
Yeah,
the question, though.
I like these friends. They bring
What's
me here
the
to
opposite of encore?
The first song, I guess.
Yes, I did a joke.
Go back to before you did the show.
I'll break it down.
Break it down.
I did a
Break it down
joke.
for us. Why is it funny?
I did a joke. You didn't like it.
Uh-huh.
So instead of one more, what's
le-
one less?
Killing yourself. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Well, don't kill yourself, man.
But technically you're right. One less is killing yourself.
it's not one less because you can't take it back.
But you are one less now that you killed yourself.
yeah, this podcast has to be better with one less.
To me.
No, not you.
All right, I'm going home. I'm out of here. Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever got brought on trial by my ex.
I think it'd be pretty cut and dry. They'd ask you, hey, did she beat you? And you'd be like, yeah.
I'll be like, case closed.
By
Looks like he
No.
gets beat by women.
But yeah, and then I go to jail for being beat by women.
Your weak ass is going to jail. Women's jail.
No.
He's like that. They're gonna make fun of me.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking rip me apart.
Come over here, you little dick fairy.
I'd rather get raped than go to fucking women's prison. Imagine how it smells in there.
Oh,
Like fucking
probably pretty good.
pretty good, yeah. Like perfume and hair dryers.
Cherries.
Hair dryer.
Hair dryer.
Is that what you said?
Hair dryers have
I love the scent of hair dryer.
Dryers do have a smell. It's kind
Of course you do, dude.
My mom does hair.
Yeah.
Oh, my hair's all wet, and you have a hair dryer.
You sure did leave that worm on the bottom of your foot, didn't you? You don't give a shit.
Patrick's been having a worm on his fucking foot this whole time.
Yeah, technically it's on my fucking shoe. Okay, it's not on my foot. I actually do have a worm on my foot, but it's inside my shoe.
Depends. Do you take your shoes off ever? If you don't, then it's on your foot.
No, I don't. I shower with my shoes on.
Mm-hmm. Because it gets slippery in there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you take showers on dirt.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wearing shoes. His feet just look like
Let's
that.
be real. I'm
Don't
using
put
a garden hose.
your worm shoe next to my bag.
Fucking piece of shit.
He's trying to give you a foot job.
So this worm shoe. What's that new Kanye line? The worm shoe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those are new con gays.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's like the Asian gays, the Kong gays.
Mm-hmm. They're the ones in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jungle Asians.
Queen Kong. Dude, could you imagine King Kong, but he like puts a bunch of weird makeup on and looks like a bird or some shit, and it's Queen Kong. You know how drag queens, they'll put like a ton of makeup on, and they look like they're trying to attract a bird mate.
Yeah, they never look like women. They look like they look like if you described a woman to an alien.
No, they look like fucking It the clown.
Yes. Yeah.
They look like Pennywise.
And then they just walk around just demanding money. Like, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Give me money or else I'm gonna hurt you because I'm a guy.
Their like best talent is lip syncing a song.
Yeah. Which is one of my
And taping their dicks into their asses.
Could we just say drag
talent.
queens are not talented?
No, you can't say that.
No, you can't
That's
say that.
horrible.
What the hell?
I think
Have you seen,
I think for a rare moment I agree with Patrick.
have you seen them be made fun of? They're really talented at being made fun of.
Oh. Have you ever made fun of a
Not
drag queen to
not-
its face?
No, because I would have to look up
Okay.
because they're always tall. Why are they always so tall?
It's because they're wearing
Oh.
heels.
The first time I ever went to New Orleans, I was 14, and I kind of saw my first pair of tits because we were walking down. What's that? Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
I turn 90 degrees, see this pair of tits, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And I look up, and it's a man, probably like 6'3".
Big tits, but a bad ass. Yeah, I understand.
Did you give him a hug?
No,
I remember walking down. I was very young when I first went to New Orleans. It's probably like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 or something.
yeah.
And I remember walking down Bourbon Street with my parents, and my mom was like, "Oh, like don't look," like, and I was like, well, "Look at what?" And it was just a bunch of tits, a whole bunch of tits, like on the outside of the strip club, like a posters.
Yeah.
Like
And I was like,
attached to
I
people.
fucking love this city. I still do.
Dude,
God bless New Orleans.
First time I was there, I was probably like 15. My brother was around your age. Whenever you first went, around your age now. My younger brother was around your age now. No, but like I was like 15. He was probably like 7 years old, and my parents did the same thing. Don't look, you know. I'm like, that. What I thought was this place is hell. I fucking hate this place. It's fucking Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
Yeah.
There's beautiful parts of New Orleans, but I hate that people have sex there. Yeah, it's. I don't like it. I don't like sexy cities. I don't like when people are showing off
Really?
their goods. You know. Yeah,
I love it there.
that's a demon.
As soon as I got here, did you want to move?
Although I was very, very sad last time I was there to find out that it's become like a woke mecca for fucking people.
That's what you get when
fleeing
you show off your
Portland.
tits all the time.
I mean,
You
it's
know?
not too woke. I went there for Mardi Gras, and I was there for one night, and somebody broke into my car looking for weapons.
That's pretty woke. Did you let
Somebody told me that you should not
slept
lock
through
your
it.
car.
you got woke into?
Somebody told me don't lock your car in
So
New
they
Orleans
won't break
because
your window?
because they break
Wow.
they break into the locked cars.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that night they broke into like 15 cars within the same 2 blocks.
So that just don't leave anything valuable in your car then.
I mean, generally, don't take your car out in New Orleans. Take the fucking trolley.
yeah.
Ooh, take the trolley.
All the way to New Orleans.
trolley.
Take the trolley all the way to New Orleans.
Was it
Yeah.
the magical?
I don't think you could
fag
do that.
trolley?
You can't take your car. You can't take the trolley all the way to New Orleans. The trolley's like
Okay, take the Greyhound.
doesn't go to Pensacola. I take the riverboat
I don't think
to get anywhere.
I just like being on a bus. There's no responsibility. You just get to lay back, listen to your music, eat a bunch of fucking edibles before you get on.
Yeah, but the bus driver's always like, sit down. It gets fucking annoying.
Sit down, Waldo. I'm like, my name's not even Waldo.
Yeah, you should drive a bus if you like being on them so much.
Well, no, I like being a passenger on a bus. I
Oh.
don't want to be a driver.
Well, you can do that too, autopilot.
You look like a DJ that would be on a Greyhound bus.
I remember being in middle school riding on a bus, and there was an old guy. He was a bus driver. He
Of course it is.
He
It's
was
a fucking bus.
old. He was really old, and like I stared at him in the reflection. You know how they have the big fucking rear view mirror so they can keep an eye on the kids.
Dude, I want one of those in my room. Those
and
are
this
cool.
dude, I mean, he looked like just angry. Like he was like
Again, he was driving a bus.
at any moment he was just gonna fucking murder all these children. He was just gonna drive it into a ditch or open fire with an AR-15.
Sure.
It was just fucking hell. I was scared.
And then, did you reach your destination?
We got there. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones.
I had a bus driver who I really liked. She would
Of course he did.
last like every time there would be like a break for school, so 2 times a year or whatever. Fight. She would stop somewhere and she would let us all have a paper ball fight, and that was so much fun, dude. She was like, "Okay,
Oh, that's weird.
yeah.
She shouldn't do that.
What's a paper ball? Just like crunch up paper?
Yeah. You just like throw paper balls at people."
Is she still working now?
No, she got fired because apparently she
Because of
was
the paper ball fights?
She got fired because apparently she was like hungover on the job.
Good.
Oh.
She was
She deserved to
She
lose
was a
her
very
job.
nice lady though. You know.
You look like a total dweeb. You look like during the paper ball fights, you'd be in the corner making origami.
Yeah, I make. Yeah, I was. I was. I was an artist.
You guys,
Mrs. Jones, look at this. And she's like, shut up, twink.
you guys make throwing
would-
stars in school?
Throwing stuff. How did they? You remember like?
Yeah,
fold them
like
to
your
the-
yeah,
Fortune teller?
Fortune teller, yeah, right.
Yeah.
My mommy said to be the very best one, and you have AIDS.
that was the one.
I remember passing notes in school to girls.
Me too. I did that.
Yeah, that
What'd
was-
they say?
Dude, you would get so
Saucy.
hard. You get so hard when she would pass a note back, and it would be like fancy folded. And you're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, I'm about to read something. Oh, sick.
And then it's in
About to get some-
cursive,
about to
and
get
you
some
don't know what it
paper pussy.
says.
I always got in
Hate
trouble. I'd
yourself.
like give the girl the note and it doesn't say anything. It's just covered in cum.
It was a picture of her that you tributed.
Oh, really? Yeah.
What a fucking piece of shit thing to do.
Dude, the most random subreddit that exists, there's a subreddit called Jizzy Carts. And it's just old carts for like N6 and Nintendo 64s, and it's people's jizz on it.
What the fuck?
That you purchase or just look at?
No, you just look at it. Like
I bet Devin Immke's the moderator of that subreddit.
It's like, I fucking blew this N64 card out.
I'm like,
You
that's
remember-
not real cum. That's shampoo.
You remember back in the day, the original
can tell.
NES, the original NES, you had to blow in the cartridge to get the dust out, so
Yeah.
it fucking worked properly.
That's why we're all gay now, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's where it all
I
started.
used to do gay. So when it didn't work, I would go and I would put my balls on it, and then I'd restart it, and it would work every time.
Yeah, magic balls.
Yeah.
I've got an old PlayStation that's not working. You want to try out your powers?
It
See if you
depends.
still got it?
PS2?
PS1.
No, I
Oh.
can't. It won't work.
Oh.
He's only skilled on the PS2 and
My
older.
PS2 still
Nintendo
works.
64.
I was actually
Right.
playing Jack and Dexter the other day. It was fun.
Dude, great game.
Yeah.
Great game. My favorite was, in fact, it's just like your shirt, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. Holy shit.
Yeah, that is a
Gotta play
cool
that
shirt. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the
This
Roses.
is my impression of a guy who, with a speech impediment, who won the best dick contest. My PS1.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right.
I remember in school, in 4th grade, I learned about like cuss words for real. You know, Like,
Sure.
I learned about like
Like
fuck
damn and ass. And
douchebag. And shit.
Yeah.
And I called my friend a douchebag, and he's like, "What?" I was like,
Your friend was John
I
Wick.
was like, "What?" and he's like, dude. It's like, you can't. That's one of the worst things you could call a person. It's like, that's like all the bad words put together. And he went and found a teacher, and she was like, JP called me a douchebag. And the teacher got like all wide eyed, and she's like, JP, is this true? I was like, yeah. He's like, go tell your teacher what you said. And my teacher was really cool. He was a guy, and I went up. I was like, Mr. Baker. Miss What's Her Face told me to tell you that I called Saxon a douchebag. And he's like, that's hilarious.
He's like, you're right.
Like, just don't do it in class.
Don't do it in class.
Yeah, that guy is a douchebag.
Yeah. He's like, let's beat him up after school.
Actually, I
hey,
hung
no,
out with
call
him.
him this thing.
I remember when I was in middle school, somebody
That explains a lot.
like literally stuck in my forehead, and I was bleeding out of
Holy
the front of my face.
Must have been sharp.
It was sharp. This guy came prepared.
For the first 15 minutes of class, you're like, man, he's really sharpening that thing.
Hey,
Out
quit
of nowhere.
sharpening that thing, douchebag.
Yeah, which is weird because it was gym class. Like, why you don't need a pencil that
Yeah.
sharp for
That
gym
was the
class.
first sign of
What'd you call him?
Of malintent.
You call him a bad name?
No.
Okay.
So he threw a pencil at you. It
It's
stuck, and then what happened next?
I bled out my face. You just cried.
Oh, man, good for you.
Yeah.
It's okay. So I'll tell a story where I did tell on somebody.
Snitch.
You guys are both cool, but I'm telling a story about the other side of the tracks. You know, the good side where we didn't have to go pee pee poo poo in an outhouse.
The fuck?
That's what I assume people who don't snitch do.
Oh, okay.
This older kid in elementary school. We were walking like around the track, PE, and like he was just like trying to show off to his friend. So he came up behind me and he was like, "I told you not to trip," and he kicked my foot, to where like I tripped over my other foot.
Yep.
Right. But
Classic.
I got mad, so like I turned around and I pushed him. I was like, "No, you didn't," And then I started walking with my friend again, and this guy like comes in and like fucking like football tackles me from behind, picks me up and like slams me on my head on the fucking dirt.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, I got rocked, and like I went and told my teacher on him, and like my teacher for a second wasn't gonna do anything about it. I'm like crying and shit. I'm like, I got dropped on my fucking head.
How did you tell her? How did you like?
Through tears. I don't know.
Yeah, do it now.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no.
Come on.
I got Yeah, that piece of shit, dude. He was way bigger than me too.
That's
Yeah.
probably why she didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Because of how he presented it.
No,
Like,
probably
what?
because she's like, that kid will beat me up. It's like,
That kid's gonna beat me up if I do anything about it. Teacher's like, dude, we're in the same boat now. I don't want to be an accomplice.
You never told me this. I don't even know
I
you.
don't know you.
You're not even in my class.
I don't work. She ripped her name tag off. Why are you wearing a name tag? You're a teacher.
So we all sharing school stories. That's
Oh, sure.
I remember one day
okay.
Don't even.
I was in elementary school.
God dang it.
It was
Devin, this is not the time.
it was just after lunch.
God damn it.
Oh, so
And then what was your story, Devin?
I've got some school. Yeah, I've got some stories. Okay, second grade. First, like learning how to tell a story. I was telling my table, like 4 kids at my table, that I used to have sex with animals.
to impress them.
To impress them, and it didn't make any sense though. It didn't make any sense. I was like, I was having sex with like turtles and spiders and shit.
Turtles and spiders, animals.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, my grandma saw me. And she's like, oh, hurry up and get out of the way, so she could watch her TV or whatever. And then I messed up.
You do this in front of the television set.
Yeah. I did it. I had sex with her in front of the TV, in front of these with these animals in front of the TV. But then I messed up and I said that I killed my grandmother because I threw a glue stick down her throat and she choked and died. And this girl, I guess that day she cried and told her mom, and then her mom told the principal. And so I got in trouble. I had to go to the principal's office.
That's bullshit. That's like just creative writing,
I know. Well, and
So
the principal was like, hey, where'd you hear this stuff? And I was smart. I was a smart kid. I was like, I saw it all on TV. And she's like, "Oh, okay, you can go."
So it wasn't.
My dog ate it.
It was. So the principal, like, it was just like, first off, is your grandmother alive?
She's like, "Did you kill your grandmother with a glue stick?"
The story stick. It's on your permanent record.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good story. I remember when I was in kindergarten, though. I was scissor fighting with another student.
Jesus.
With your pants off? What the fuck?
No,
I
this
mean, like,
was
scissor?
no.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
it was a total pants on scenario. Like,
Cool, good.
I was at the table and we were scissor fighting over a piece of construction paper. And I had a pair of blue like safety scissors, but it had like the piece of metal on the end anyway, like they're safety. But
Yeah.
And he had the purple ones, and I wanted the purple ones and the construction paper. So I wanted 2 pairs of scissors and the construction.
Wow,
paper.
you're just a douche.
And we were just like going at it. It was epic, and then I cut his finger. And then I got put in timeout, and I couldn't have any of the gummy worm Jello dessert that everybody else had.
Gummy worm dessert sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
When I was in kindergarten, I fucking hated school immediately. Like immediately, I was like, "Wait."
Reading Camus. What the fuck?
My dad was like, "Listen, give it like 6 months. All right, if you really, really hate it that bad, we'll find like another way to do this." I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." Every day I would just show up to school. I would just sing. I would be like, "I hate school. I hate school. I hate school."
And I imagine it's JP now
teacher
doing that. Yeah.
And my teacher one day she was like, that makes us feel bad. Like, how would you feel if we came to your house and said, "We hate your house. We hate your house"? I was like, "Well, I like my house. I hate it here."
They don't live there.
Yeah, I was like, "I wouldn't even let you in my house, you old fucking hag."
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Also, one of my first friends was a black kid, and I would just like sit in class and just like touch his hair because I was in kindergarten. He didn't seem to mind.
Yeah, sure. He was 9 years old,
didn't
but he
know
was
any
in good
better.
He was the only
too.
black kid in school. I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
shit.
I mean, yeah, he was. It was Oregon. There's not a lot of black
maybe
people.
I shouldn't say that.
It was Oregon, so there's not a lot of black people up there.
I
There's
hate
not a lot
school.
of black
I hate
people.
school. I love this guy's hair. I love this guy's hair.
Yeah, so you had mixed emotions between hating school and loving this
Yeah.
African American's head.
You
Yeah.
probably seem like a fucking bully. You're like, I hate school. This sucks. And then like while you're there, you just bully this fucking black kid.
Yeah.
He was like,
Nah, we were friends.
Oh.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he was pretending to be your friend because he was
Yeah.
scared of you.
You're like rubbing his head. You're like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you a noogie," and he's like, "What'd you call me?"
He's like, school killed me. Or
And
something.
awesome, even more.
Yeah,
mortified,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeehaw.
Yeehaw. My dad didn't work with horses.
Oh,
But,
so
yeah.
you just
You
learned
idiot.
by yourself. You were self-taught with horses.
Yeah, I'm a self-trained horse whisperer.
This is my impression of a cowboy talking to his grandma. Meemaw.
Oh,
Breaking news.
God
I gotta do
damn.
one every episode, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I liked it. I missed school back in the day.
I liked, I actually enjoyed school a little bit for the most part. A little bit for the most part.
You know
A
what?
little bit for the most
What
part.
the thing is, like, if you didn't focus on being at school, it was actually okay. Like, as soon as you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm at school," it kind of sucked. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But if you were just hanging out with your friends and not doing schoolwork, you know,
There were a few teachers who were like cool too, man.
I got yelled at.
they're all pedophiles.
In kindergarten, we got yelled
why
at
they're
because we were
cool.
playing Star Wars, and we were like blasting each other with our little finger blasters. Pew pew pew.
Yeah, yeah.
And the teacher was like, "You can't act like you have guns."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "This country's going down the tubes."
Yeah. Well, now they don't have to act like it anymore. you know?
Oh.
Okay, that was my fault.
There was just a situation.
The only time that you should act like you have firearms is if you're in firearms school.
Yeah. And even then, like first class, keep the gun pointed down, make sure your finger's not on the trigger.
Second class.
For those of you listening, I'm doing the finger guns.
Yeah.
That was not a real gun.
Whenever I took up firearms, they burned a lot. It hurt.
Yeah. Did you guys go to firearms safety class when you were kids?
Nope.
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
In Oregon?
No, in Alabama.
That makes
sounds about
sense.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, still in Florida, you think that we would?
Yeah, or Texas.
I was on the shooting team in high
I
school.
didn't go to school in Texas.
Mm.
You would think they'd have.
What'd you shoot?
It's just like pellet guns.
They're like, sorry,
22 pellet guns.
I shot my homework.
Yeah.
It's hard to do homework whenever you're in the firearm class. You know, you're like, Mom, I'm studying.
Right. Why was it always the dog that got blamed for eating the homework and not any other animal? Is it just
because cats have better taste?
Well, cats, they might just be small bites off like the corner.
with like
Yeah.
male.
Yeah, well, you bring in your homework and your teacher's like, why does it smell so good?
Sorry, my cat pissed on my homework.
My cat's a squirter.
Do you really want to grade it now?
You don't even say sorry. You're just like, you're welcome. My cat pissed on my homework.
Now, whenever you say your dog ate your homework, you bring in like a broken iPad.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys ever be feeling like shit and then you have like 4 beers and you're like, oh yeah, I have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Is that what you feel like right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to go do that.
Yeah.
What do you have to do?
We got to
Drink
go
4 beers.
host.
He has to drink 4 beers to feel good.
JP's got to go host a comedy
his
show.
superpower is that when he drinks beer, he feels good.
The superpower is alcoholism.
I'm tolerable.
Also, we probably have to go
All right.
to the mic. It's
Well,
7:12.
This one's
Yeah, we gotta
a
get
shorter
going.
episode. Thank you again, Devin, for joining us. And sorry about sorry about whatever we said that might have offended you.
It was an
Bye.
absolute blast.
But if you weren't offended, you're cool.
Bye, pieces of shit.
All right, bye.
Yeah, dude, of course. What the fuck do you think I am? I think it's still recording.
Retarded.
There's a right error, so I don't think it's going to stop recording.
Yeah, all right, cool. No, let's